I was smiling. My neighbor stopped me. He said, "What happened? Did you get a raise?" I said, "No, I just woke up." Why is that so hard to believe? I walked into the kitchen with the skip inside my step. I didn't need the coffee and I didn't need the prep. I had a giant smile stretching right across the face, like I was the winner of a very wealthy race. My husband looked exactly like a very startled deer. He said, "What is the matter? Is there something happening here? Did you buy a shiny car or did you buy a boat? Did you find $100 bill inside your coat?" I laughed out loud and told him, "No, I didn't buy a thing. I didn't get a present and I didn't get a ring. I'm just feeling excellent, I'm feeling really great." I woke up on the sunny side of my estate. Did you find $1? Did you win the prize? Why do you have that twinkle in the eye? Stop asking questions, trying to find the catch. I'm just striking a very happy match. No reason, no rhyme, having a magnificent time. Smile. I went to buy an apple at the local grocery store. I held a heavy basket and I walked across the floor. I hummed a little melody and tapped a little toe. The cashier looked suspicious at the happy little show. She scanned the shiny apple and she asked me with a frown, "Did you get promoted to the mayor of the town? You look like you are holding on to a secret plan." I said, "I am just happy, I am doing what I can." It is a funny puzzle, it is a funny fact, that being truly happy is a very shocking act. People think you need a reason, need a solid proof, to raise the happy energy right up above the roof. We look for the disasters and we look for the mistakes. We step upon the gas and then we step upon the brakes. But what if I decide to just be happy by default, locking up the negativity inside the vault? Did you find $1? Did you win the prize? Why do you have that twinkle in the eye? Stop asking questions, trying to find the catch. I'm just striking a very happy match. No reason, no rhyme, having a magnificent time. Smile. The mailman dropped the letters and he gave a little wave. He said, "You are the bravest of the very happy brave. You smile at the bills and you smile at the junk." I told him I am packing all the joy inside the trunk. You do not need a diamond to be feeling like a queen. You do not need a fancy spread inside a magazine. The joy is in the pocket of the ordinary day. You only have to brush the heavy dust out of the way. I'm walking down the pavement and I'm causing quite a scene. I'm wearing my pajamas in a shade of forest green. I'm perfectly delighted with the simple air I breathe. I've got a dozen magic tricks sitting up my sleeve. If somebody approaches and demands a solid why, I'll point my finger upward to the ceiling of the sky. I'll say the sun is shining or the rain is coming down. Either way, I am the richest woman in the town. The joy is a rebellion, it's a radical design. I am drawing right outside the boring dotted line. I'm proving that the happiness is free to take and hold, more valuable than silver, more valuable than gold. So let them ask the questions, let them stare and let them point. I'm moving every muscle, I am moving every joint. The rumor mill is spinning, but the rumor is a bust. I'm leaving the suspicion in the happy walking dust. The lottery is cancelled, the jackpot is a joke. I found the treasure chest before I even spoke. I'm happy for no reason and I think that it is fine. I'm standing at the front of the positivity line. Did you find $1? Did you win the prize? Why do you have a twinkle in the eye? Stop asking questions, trying to find the catch. I'm just striking a very happy match. No reason, no rhyme, having a magnificent time. Smile. I used to wake up early with a heavy list of chores. I'd mentally be fighting in a dozen tiny wars. The first thing in the morning was a panic and a fret, a complicated tangle in a complicating it. My factory setting was a grumpy kind of gray. I practiced my complaining at the start of every day. If something wasn't broken, I would look until it cracked. I had a lot of pessimism heavily unpacked. But I am the mechanic of the engine in the head. I grabbed a mental wrench before I got out of the bed. I opened up the manual and read the final page. It told me how to exit from the aggravating cage. I pushed the button, I did the hard reset. I'm clearing out the worry and the heavy old regret. The factory setting is a giant happy smile, and I'm gonna leave it in this mode for a while. Reboot, reboot, refresh, feeling it inside the flesh, all new. I'm deleting the files of the things I cannot change. I'm tossing out the folders that are looking very strange. The spam folder is empty of the toxic little thoughts. I untied the ropes and I untied the knots. The system is updating to a better point of view. I downloaded the program of the bright and shiny blue. The loading bar is moving to 110. I am a fully operational miracle again. When the traffic is heavy and the line is very long, my brain will automatically start playing a song. It doesn't go to anger and it doesn't go to red. It goes to the relaxed and happy center of the head. The old me would be shouting at the driver in the street. The new me is just listening to the walking rhythm beat. The bass line is a steady and a comforting delight. I turned off the dark and I turned on the light. I pushed the button, I did the hard reset. I'm clearing out the worry and the heavy old regret. The factory setting is a giant happy smile, and I'm gonna leave it in this mode for a while. Reboot, reboot, refresh, feeling it inside the flesh, all new. It takes a little practice to rewrite the basic code, to drive the happy vehicle upon the happy road. But repetition builds a very solid kind of wall. I'm standing at the center of the giant walking hall. My password is a secret, it is joyful24. I type it on the keypad and I open up the door. No viruses allowed inside the beautiful machine. The screen is very crystal and the screen is very clean. If somebody brings drama to my upgraded device, I tell them to retreat and go to ask for some advice. I do not have the storage for the drama of the week. I'm climbing up the side of the magnificent peak. The wiring is connected to the corners of the lips. The energy is traveling right down into the hips. I bounce a little higher with the custom-made design. I'm drinking from the water, I am doing very fine. I push the button, I did the hard reset. I'm clearing out the worry and the heavy old regret. The factory setting is a giant happy smile, and I'm gonna leave it in this mode for a while. Reboot, reboot, refresh, feeling it inside the flesh, all new. It's funny how the world begins to look a little bright when you are the master of the left and of the right. The circumstances happen, but the reaction is a choice. I choose the happy setting of the loud and happy voice. So check the inner battery and plug it in the wall. Stand up from the sofa, stand incredibly tall. Press the giant button in the center of the chest and put the old anxiety to permanent rest. The hard drive is spinning with a wonderful sound. I'm the most upgraded walker that is walking around. The factory setting is exactly where I stay. Welcome to the brand new, incredible day. I pushed the button, I did the hard reset. I'm clearing out the worry and the heavy old regret. The factory setting is a giant happy smile, and I'm gonna leave like a hazard of the heart. I'm playing the magnificent and wonderful part. I've got a bad case of the magnificent cheer. I'm spreading it around to everybody who is near. I smiled at a lady who was waiting for a bus. She was looking angry and she started to fuss, but then she saw the smile and she couldn't resist. She caught the happy fever that was flying in the mist. The corners of her mouth started turning right up. I dropped a little sugar in her empty little cup. She waved at the driver and she paid the little fare. The highly contagious joy is traveling the air. I'm highly contagious, I'm spreading it around. The happiest walker that can ever be found. Catch it in the air, catch it in the street, catch the rhythm on my happy walking feet. Dopamine steps 1 and 2, I'm giving the happiness right to you. Catch it. I walked into the bakery to buy a little bread. The baker had a heavy, tired look upon his head. I said, you are a genius of the flour and the yeast. You make a simple breakfast feel exactly like a feast. He laughed a big belly laugh, loud and profound. The happiest noise in the bakery around. He gave me an extra little muffin in the bag. The joy is a flag that is never gonna sag. It travels like a sneeze, but without the messy part. It travels from the center of a very happy heart. You give it to a stranger and the stranger gives it out. It eliminates the shadow and it eliminates doubt. I'm walking to the rhythm of the dopamine steps. I'm building up the muscles and I'm putting in the reps. The chemistry is popping like a soda in a can. I'm the most infected, happy woman in the clan. I'm highly contagious, I'm spreading it around. The happiest walker that can ever be found. Catch it in the air, catch it in the street, catch the rhythm of my happy walking feet. Dopamine steps 1 and 2, I'm giving the happiness right to you. Catch it. Hey, hey. They need to put a quarantine around my happy shoes, because I am destroying all the miserable blues. If you stand beside me for a minute or a day, your terrible attitude will surely melt away. The dogs are wagging tails when I pass them on the grass. The kids are waving at me through the window of the glass. I'm throwing the confetti made of absolute delight. Everything around me is incredibly bright. The world is a mirror, it reflects what you show. If you show the sunshine will grow. If you show the anger comes back. So I am keeping joy inside the heavy little sack. I'm highly contagious, I'm spreading it around. The happiest walker that can ever be found. Catch it in the air, catch it in the street, catch the rhythm of my happy walking feet. Dopamine steps 1 and 2, I'm giving the happiness right to you. Catch it. I toss it to the left and I toss it to the right. I'm winning the incredible invisible fight. The epidemic started and it never is gonna end. I'm acting like a universal, wonderful friend. You do not need a mask and you do not need a shield. This is the greatest feeling that a person ever yields. Let it catch your heart and let it catch your steady pace. Let it put a giant goofy smile on the face. The more of it I give, the more I seem to keep. It builds a giant mountain that is wonderful and steep. I'm breathless from the walking and I'm breathless from the fun. I'm burning like a second happy version of the sun. So step in the puddle of the happy little germ. Hold on to the positive feeling very firm. We are a walking army of the best infected kind, leaving all the sadness and the worry behind. I'm highly contagious, I'm spreading it around. The happiest walker that can ever be found. Catch it in the air, catch it in the street, catch the rhythm of my happy walking feet. Dopamine steps 1 and 2, I'm giving the happiness right to you. Catch it. Hey, hey, hey. cup of coffee and I walked into the hall. I tripped upon the carpet and I stumbled near the wall. The coffee went flying in an arc across the air. It landed on my sneaker and it landed on a chair. The old me would have screamed and shouted at the rug and acted like a very angry, irritated bug. I would have said the day was completely destroyed and acted like a woman, incredibly annoyed. But the new me took a breath and looked at the mess. I didn't feel a single little ounce of distress. I grabbed a paper towel and I wiped the heavy stain. I didn't let the coffee drive the happy little train. I spilled the coffee, I dropped the heavy keys. I'm not gonna fall down, crying on the knees. It's just a puddle, it isn't a flood. I'll wash the shoe and I'll wash away the mud. Step over it, keep moving on. The minor little problem is going and gone. Whatever, I went to start the car, but the battery was dead. I didn't let the panic take control of the head. I called for a favor, I waited on the curb. I didn't let the trouble my attitude disturb. The rain started pouring right out of the sky. I didn't have a jacket and I wasn't very dry. I laughed at the timing and I lifted up the face. I enjoyed the water in the parking lot space. We like to make a mountain from a tiny grain of sand. We act like every problem is the end of the land. But bad things happen, it is a fact of the earth. It doesn't steal a fraction of your wonderful worth. A stub little toe is a pain for a minute, but you don't have to keep your whole identity in it. You say a bad word and you shake the foot out, and then you go back to the happy walking route. I spilled the coffee, I dropped the heavy keys. I'm not gonna fall down, crying on the knees. It's just a puddle, it isn't a flood. I'll wash the shoe and I'll wash away the mud. Step over it, keep moving on. The minor little problem is going and gone. Whatever, I went to the store and they didn't have the bread. I bought a box of crackers for the dinner instead. The world kept spinning and the earth kept turning around. I kept my happy feet planted firmly on the ground. The zipper got stuck on the front of my coat. I didn't let it become a giant heavy moat. I pulled it with a wiggle and I pulled it with a yank. I put the patient's money inside of the bank. Happiness is tough, it is armor made of steel. It isn't a fragile or a delicate wheel. It can take a little bump, it can take a little scratch without tossing away the entire happy batch. I spilled the coffee, I dropped the heavy keys. I'm not gonna fall down, crying on the knees. It's just a puddle, it isn't a flood. I'll wash the shoe and I'll wash away the mud. Step over it, keep moving on. The minor little problem is going and gone. Whatever, if you drop the ice cream right off of the cone, you don't have to cry, you don't have to moan. You just go and buy a different flavor to try and wave the sticky, messy catastrophe goodbye. So bring on the puddles and bring on the rain. I am the captain of my own domain. I step in the water and I make a big splash. I'm keeping my joy securely in the stash. The attitude is bossy, the attitude is bold. I'm leaving the complaints in the freezing cold. I shrug the shoulders and I roll the tired neck. I am the admiral of my own personal deck. The strut is confident, the walk is very strong. Nothing in the world is going terribly wrong. Just a little detour on the wonderful map. I'm tipping the brim of my comforting cap. I spilled the coffee, I dropped the heavy keys. I'm not gonna fall down, crying on the knees. It's just a puddle, it isn't a flood. I'll wash the shoe and I'll wash away the mud. Step over it, keep moving on. The minor little problem is going and gone. Whatever. is asleep. I'm making a promise that I am going to keep. Before I check the messages, before I check the news, I'm putting on my happy and invisible shoes. I stretch the arms wide and I look at the light. I say today, going to be incredibly bright. I set the intention, I set the big tone. I build the foundation out of solid stone. This is the first bookend of the busy day, holding the chapters firmly in the play. It stops the books from falling off the shelf. It is a little gift I'm giving to myself. Start with a smile when you get out of the bed, end with a wink when you rest the heavy head. The middle can be messy, the middle can be wild, but hold on to the joy like a happy little child. Bookends of peace, bookends of light. Morning is good and the evening is right. Breathe deep. Then the middle happens with the noise and the rush, the loud conversations and the quiet hush, the traffic, the emails, the cooking, the clean, the craziest movie that I have ever seen. I might get tired and I might get slow. The battery might drop incredibly low, but the foundation holds the structure in place. I keep the steady rhythm of the walking pace. When the sun goes down and the sky turns to black, I put the heavy burden into the sack. I leave it by the door, I don't take it to the room. I'm sweeping up the stress with a mental broom. I walk to the bathroom and I brush the teeth. I look at the person who is standing underneath. I give her a wink and I say we did good. We handled the circus exactly like we should. Start with a smile when you get out of bed, end with a wink when you rest the heavy head. The middle can be messy, the middle can be wild, but hold on to the joy like a happy little child. Bookends of peace, bookends of light. Morning is good and the evening is right. Breathe deep. This is the second bookend of the wood. It holds the story exactly where it stood. I close the heavy cover and I lock the tight clasp. I let the worry slip right out of the grasp. You do not need a reason to be proud of the day. You simply showed up and you paved the way. You walked the steps and you moved the bones. You are the queen of your own happy thrones. The pillow is soft and the blanket is thick. I'm resting the body like a magic trick. The dreams are coming and the mind is clear. There is absolutely nothing to fear. Start with a smile when you get out of the bed, end with a wink when you rest the heavy head. The middle can be messy, the middle can be wild, but hold on to the joy like a happy little child. Bookends of peace, bookends of light. Morning is good and the evening is right. Breathe deep. If you master the start and master the end, you will become your own beautiful friend. The chaos of the middle is a temporary phase, lost inside the beautiful and happy maze. So cool down the muscles and cool down the feet. The workout is over, the workout is sweet. We proved that happiness is a factory trait. We opened up the heavy and the iron gate. Carry this feeling out into the street. Share it with the people you happen to meet. You are the source of the confident power, blooming in the middle of the walking hour. Start with a smile, end with a wink. It is a lot simpler than you actually think. I'm sending you love from the bottom of heart. Ready for tomorrow, ready for the start. Start with a smile when you get out of the bed, end with a wink when you rest the heavy head. The middle can be messy, the middle can be wild, but hold on to the joy like a happy little child. Bookends of peace, bookends of light. Morning is good and the evening is right. Breathe deep, smile, wink. You are amazing. Have a happy day for absolutely no reason at all.